Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how living with lupus has affected my goals throughout my life. If you watched my Living with Lupus video, I mentioned that I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 5 years old. And at the time, doctors didn't really know a lot about lupus as much as they know now. There's definitely a lot more treatment options now besides chemo, and there's different medications as well. So a lot has changed over the years. And with all that being said, they didn't think I would live long. In fact, I got to go to Make a Wish Foundation to Disneyland because doctors gave me 5 years to live. Have you guys watched A Fault in Our Stars where she said she wasted her trip on Disney? That was me because what else would a 5-year-old want but to go to Disneyland? But it was awesome. I got to cut in line and see all my favorite characters, get autographs all at once, and I got to have private meet and greets with them. So at the time, it was an amazing experience. And looking back, it still is. Anyway, I am a stubborn bitch. I'm a fighter, and I proved them wrong. I'm 36 now and thriving more than ever. But life definitely wasn't easy, especially having to deal with daily symptoms like fatigue, undiagnosed narcolepsy at the time, and arthritis that often gets triggered by weather and even exercises sometimes. And so there would and still are days where I'm either too tired to function or my joints hurt, and it makes it hard to do daily tasks, let alone work on things that are important to me like photography, script writing, vlogging, or just fun things in general. When I was in college, I had to quit nursing school because it was so stressful and I was always getting sick, being around sick patients. Honestly, it was a bad idea. So, 3 years in, I got a really bad flare up and had to take 2 years off to get chemo, and then eventually had to drop out. And then, in order to get back in, I had to reapply and start all over again. But in hindsight, I'm glad everything happened how it did. So, how do I meet goals and aspirations? Like everyone, I have ups and downs. And over the years, I've had to reevaluate my goals and rearrange things in order to prioritize my health. Nursing school was one. When COVID happened, it was stand up comedy. I was doing really well. I started hosting, getting invited to perform in clubs. And because I was too immunocompromised, and at the time we didn't know, the solution to COVID, it was pretty serious. I couldn't go out and perform. But obviously there was lockdown, so nobody could go out and perform. And then there was sales. So that was even more stressful because I had to work long hours and meet really high goals every month. So there were nights I would lie awake, not sure if I would still have a job at the end of the month because I didn't meet my goals. And it was really scary not knowing what was going to happen. But all of those experiences taught me how to be resilient in a smart way, prioritize my health in order to perform the best I can, but also set daily goals to make things more manageable. Schedule my daily tasks around nap time if I need to, make time to exercise and meditate, and make time to cook to get the best foods in my body. Being able to figure out being on a low carb diet to handle my narcolepsy was a game changer. It helped me get rid of the daily brain fog and fatigue that was so frustrating to me, when all my doctors wanted to do was put me on drugs, and they didn't even work. They just made me feel worse. So, all of these daily practices have helped me be able to say, hey, I can do it, even though I have this thing called a chronic disease. Right now, I'm applying to film school, and it's been pretty stressful with deadlines and everything. And if or when I get in, it'll be a whole different level of stress, and stress can lead to lupus flares, like I said earlier. So, right now, I'm trying to be in the best physical and mental shape possible in order to prepare for that. That includes daily meditation, exercise, and eating as clean as possible through Ayurveda and a low carb diet. Of course, it would be nice to feel like a normal person and not have days where I feel like tasks are impossible to do. But despite everything, lupus has, in a way, taught me how to keep a routine and keep on top of my tasks, believe it or not. I've had people ask why I don't try to do something more steady or safer for my health. And my answer to that is, Life is too short for that bullshit. I've been near death so many times in my life, I don't want to play it safe. For what? If lupus has taught me anything, it's that you have to go for your dreams no matter what. Even if it's a slow path or a winding path, or even if it's a quote unquote failing path, but there's no such thing as failing. Life is fragile, and I hope whoever is out there who is doubting themselves don't. Even if it means 5 minutes of doing something you love and want for your future, then do it.